Professor Myerson, you are professor for economics at the University of Chicago. You won the Nobel Prize for economics some years ago. We are at a conference on Christian humanism and poverty, inequality and injustice. What does economics and Christian humanism, what do they have to do with each other?
I think the question that fundamentally motivates our work in economics is, what are good ways for people to live together? That's the question, I think, that motivates people whose careers are in carrying forward the tradition of any great world religion. We have different ways of approaching the question, and it is very productive to be together here sharing perspectives on these great problems of poverty and how to make societies, nations where people can live better. I'm finding it a great privilege to be here. I'm deeply honored by the invitation to be on this program in this conference.
Thank you very much. We are honored by your presence. And so you have also worked on political sciences. You've also been dealing with game theory. You have been also implicitly always with philosophical questions, because it's not only about kind of strict econometrics and measuring, so you think a lot. So as an economist, what do you think, what is the importance of political science and political institutions to overcome poverty?
I think, let's just say, working in mathematical game theory, it is very abstract, but one of the virtues it has is it kind of erases the boundaries between economics and political science. The problems of our societies, the deep troubles that make some countries so desperately poor are a mixture of both economic and political factors, and we need to see them together. In my talk at this conference, I'm going to emphasize the problem of how do nations generate a larger supply of trustworthy leaders. In some countries, it seems that, of course, if one politician stole a lot of money, the voters would send him out of office because somebody else would do much better. In other countries, it seems voters give up because the scoundrel we have may be better than the next scoundrel. So how do we break out of the bad cycle and get into the better political cycle? I think it can be done. I think if we look hard and think logically, we can see how successful nations have achieved their success. I'll say, I think the secret has something to do with democracy being applied both locally and nationally. And there are many countries, many new democracies in the world where democracy is only applied to elect a national leadership and hasn't been integrated also into local government.
Thank you. I think that is a wonderful summary, and I'm sure people will take away a lot of good ideas and new impulses for improving the situation of poverty and injustice and inequality in the world we share. Thank you so much.
Thank you.